Hey, let's do some letters, shall we? For the 29th of June 2021, KCADV says, I just realized that most of the charter members of the Escapades cult have either gone off-grid, gone off the full-time lifestyle, folded up their businesses, or just plain vanished. LOL. Is that trailer park there, the camp park there down near kind of in East Texas there, where you know who hangs out every now and then? I don't know. Danny McNally says it's so hot up here in Maine that all the bed bugs died in all the bed bugs in my home died this morning. Oh no. Maine, I'm telling you, if you're looking for cool weather, don't look on the East Coast. We like Amber there, story chasing, and go west, but not too far west. You don't want to go as far west as Arizona and Nevada. Although we're hearing from weather forecast there from Ed at Nomad Ranch, who now says that the monsoon weather's kicking up there in southeastern Arizona. It's kind of moving around, and so that means showers every now and then. It's not totally dry. They get the monsoonal flow down there in Arizona in the summertime getting into July, and it makes things a little cooler because the clouds come and it rains a bit. So yeah, it kicks up the dust, and makes some big floody messes on that hard desert basin. Oh, Arizona, fun state, huh? And Weisfuss says, I have always thought that a century and a half ago we should have pushed north to make the Arctic Circle the northern border of the good old USA. Well, what about Canada? Then we could just travel. We could go to Alaska. We wouldn't have to get all the Canadian permission to go. You have to get Canadian permission to go to Alaska. These nomads that went to Alaska were fun to watch, said Terry B. But this year does seem problematic because of the issues you'd mentioned. Borders, pandemic may be resolving to a degree, but it sure must be tough for nomads who plan their travels out ahead of time. If Alaska is undoable, I hope a few nomads do conquer or consider doing touristy areas of New Brunswick, touring areas of New Brunswick and PEI, Prince Edward Island. They are beautiful. I'd love to go to Prince Edward Island. I think that's the smallest Canadian province, right? And Terry B says she thinks Bex would be a good candidate to go there to Eastern Canada because she is such a good photographer. Ali the Seeker says, when I jokingly said that Snow is going to Florida and she's leaving me, it sounded like you were reading one of Rob's clickbaits. We see that all the time. She's leaving me. She went to the Walmart. She'll be back in 2 hours. I got a cool little talk coming up about clickbaits one of these days. I don't know. I'll have to upload it one of these days, but it's going to be fun. Oh no. Warren Weisfuss says, it is believed that Russia has the world's largest electromagnet capable of producing a standing wave off the west coast, thus blocking the progression of the weather systems, which results in a condition we are experiencing in our country. I guess all that hot weather out in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know, man. The Ruskies. The Ruskies. It's not the aliens. It's the Ruskies. We're talking about what's up with all the Americans trying to get to Alaska or not trying to get to Alaska this year, with the pandemic and all that. I just caught a news segment on the Alaska travel topic, says Van Man Mike. They tell us that yes, you can drive to Alaska from the lower 48 as a tourist, but with one catch. You must stay on the Alaska Highway for the total journey, and for no reason can you divert from that path to go anywhere else in British Columbia unless you're in an emergency. And we have had reports that if people go off that highway too far and are seen parked in campgrounds and stuff, the Canadians will issue a ticket. The Canadian Mounties will issue a ticket for something like $476. I don't know, some goofy amount like that, close to $500. It's not $500. No, we're not going to charge you $500. We're not going to fine you $500. We're going to charge you $482. I don't know. That's Canada for you. Oh yeah, by the way, Canada Day, 2 days from now. Oh, Canada. We'll have Crotchy do a rendition of that if we get enough requests. Brian Heffernan says Ohio is cooler than the states around it. I guess that's Michigan, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Indiana because he's there. He just makes it cool. Oh, yeah. Hey, Brian, they reopened the Air and Space Museum out at Dulles Airport there. I noticed that. That was back in early May. So I don't know, maybe one of these days we can do another road trip. Hollybeth says you can escape the heat on the East Coast by going to the ocean. That's true. I mean, back before they had air conditioning, or go up the mountains, before they had air conditionings, you know, everybody would go to the ocean. Rehoboth Beach, Ocean City, Maryland, Ocean City, New Jersey, Atlantic City, all that stuff along the coast there because, yeah, you get the ocean breezes. But my grandfather retired near Atlantic City, and he bought a brand new house, had it built, and he said, we don't need air conditioning. And he was about 3-4 miles inland. He wasn't right on the ocean. And I remember that first summer, I think it was 1971, we went up there and sweltered like you wouldn't believe. And he immediately rushed out and purchased a whole air conditioning system. Yeah, you know, just a couple miles inland, and it is roastingly hot. FNT says, Dave, I thought you would be the best man to talk about this regarding Nomad News because you sure cover a lot of nomads. Some sad news about a nomad I'd been following for about a year now. Sadly, I was told tonight that Brother Tom of Brother Tom's Misguided Adventures has died. Last I heard, he was in the hospital where he did have a few videos from, and he was getting help there. I was in tears tonight because I wanted to meet Tom at a future RTR. I don't know what happens to the YouTube nomads that pass away, but I'd hate to think nothing. He had a family and a young son. I know his best friend was a YouTuber named Pennsylvania or PA Nomad. Maybe you can get some information from him. I don't know what to say, Dave, but what happens when you pass away? Will someone tell us? I hope so. Thanks, man. Golly gee, you know, that is kind of what religion's out there for. You know, people for the entire history of humankind have tried to figure that question out, and Camo Dave is not going to be able to answer that here in a couple of minutes on a YouTube video. But man, oh man, Brother Tom of Brother Tom's Misguided Adventures. Wow, this is his channel here, Brother Tom's Misguided Adventures. Last video was a week ago, back in the hospital. Holy cow. You know, hey, if you know anything about Brother Tom, what was going on for him, you know, I've watched him. I have definitely seen some of his videos in the past. And, you know, I really did not have him on my regular list of who I watch. His PayPal has been hacked. Holy cow. Holy cow. Anyway, wow. Really sad to hear about that. Nothing on his community channel. And the About page doesn't give us any background about him. But really sad news that Brother Tom has passed away. You watch his last video here, 1 minute and 17 seconds there back in the hospital. He doesn't give you too much details about what happened, but he does say that he got a sudden illness, just got sick really quickly. And we do see a bunch of comments here about his passing. John Delk, I hate to hear of his passing. Peace and love to his family. I am EYE. R.I.P. Brother Tom, you will be missed. Deb B, Brother Tom, get well soon. Well, yeah, wow. Sadly, Brother Tom has passed away. So we do get confirmation here from a number of folks on his last video comments here that he has passed away. Sorry to hear that. If you know more about Brother Tom and what he's been doing and all that, let me know, and we'll do some more on his nomadic life there. All our condolences to his friends and family and his YouTube subscribers. And wow, it's always sad to hear. All right, folks, that ought to do it for today. It is the 29th of June 2021. Thanks for watching Vlog Under.